So I forgot everything on polity. I'm gonna revise it again.
हाँ हाँ हाँ। क्या है, मैं जा तो रही हूँ, तेरा हाथ खोल के किसी में अलग जाऊंगी, बदतमीज कहीं का।
So the first, this is the your parts of constitution. So the first part is U for union. This have your article 1 to 4. Yeah, 1 to 4. You can so see citizenship. This have 5 to 11 articles. Next is your you can fly fundamental rights. This have to 12 till 35. 35 or 36? At 35. You can fly directly. So DPSP, Direct Principle of State Policy, Social Welfare. Social Welfare. This have 36 till 51. You can fly directly from so fundamental right. This is sorry, not 4. Like I can add 5 here. This is 4A, which is from 72nd Constitutional Amendment Act of 1976. See, I have forgotten a lot. Flipping heck. 42nd Constitution Amendment Act of 1976. Fifth is your you can fly directly from U for Union. Union have like your 52 till 62 as your president, then 63 till 70 as vice president. So it goes like that. So you can fly directly from US as a state. So like municipality, your municipality or your panchayati raj, like 237 or something, I think so. Article. You can fly directly from US. Repealed. Seventh is repealed under Seventh Constitutional Amendment Act of your 1956, if I'm not wrong. Seventh. Yes. Seventh, you can then you for your union, I think so. Wait, no, what U is union. U for union territory. Union territories. UP is your Panchayati Raj. Even though it is not an part, but it is of like you could say like it is from your 70. third constitutional amendment act of your 1992. Then ninth A, municipality. 74th constitutional amendment act of 1992. Then your 9B as your cooperative society. This is your cooperative society is your 92nd constitutional act of your 2011, I think so. 97. See, 97th. Yeah, there is no 92nd here. So cooperative society. Cooperative Society 92nd Constitution Amendment Act of your 1970. See again. Let me do this thing again. 9th B, Cooperative Society. 97th Constitution Amendment Act of your 2011. UP meet. Meet is your UP meet is your like no UP यूपी की बात क्या था भाई यूपी मीट अच्छा we have done this thing here UP meet child of Sham scheduled tribe and all that 11th is sorry 11th is your Sham then Radha relation between your what is that state and the center or something yeah union it is union territories and state yeah you will meet child of shaman Radha. So then it is your eat. Sorry, if it is fruit, which is financial stuff. Then taste, which is trade stuff. Fruit taste sweet. Sweet is your like service stuff. Fruit taste sweet. Two. Sorry, two is here. 14th of A, which is tribunal. Tribunals is your 42nd Constitution Amendment Act of 1976, as similar to your this. That's why it is called as mini constitution. Then after this, there is like wait, what did I say? Fruit taste sweet to eat. E for emoluments, I think so. 15. Sorry, election is in 15. Electoral fruit taste sweet to eat. So is your SO, scheduled tribes, SCST. Fruit taste sweet. To eat, so on. ON. ON is 17? Yeah, 18 is emergency. Official language. Search this. Which amendment or article is used for official languages? 343 article, okay. So official language is 343. Then emoluments. Now, why I'm saying emoluments? It is emergency. More emergency. Emergency. Fruit taste sweet to eat. On. So on. Eat Maggie. M से क्या भाई? Miscellaneous. Okay. Maggie. Eat Maggie. As for amendments and article 368 if my memory serves correctly and my memory serves correctly article 368 then it is your What did I say? Fruit? No, Maggie as tasty. Tea is something here. Temporal, whatever taste. Maggie taste. What? What? What I'm saying? Uh, Maggie as tasty snack. Something as short titles. Commitments and authorized text in Hindi. Okay, this is the whole thing here. Now I'm doing schedules. Oh, yeah, at Independence there were 23. Now there are 25 of these parts. Schedule at the Independence there were only 8. Now we have, I think so, 12. First is T. T for territory. TER. What the flip? Territorial, not territory. How the fuck is spelled territorial? Is this correct? RIAL? Territorial jurisdiction mean औकात. So TE is your emoluments, basic salaries and all that. And in this basic salary you don't have in this schedule your prime minister. You don't have this guy. You have your president, your vice president. Then you have your, because prime minister is a part of the council of minister, that's why. uh, Here you have your so president, vice president, chairman, deputy chairman of Rajya Sabha, then your speaker, deputy speaker of your house of people, and your state legislative assembly, then your CAG, controller auditorial general, then your high court and supreme court judges. Then third, A for oath and affirmation. From this, there is one, what is that guy name who comes in the Lok Sabha to make them oath and affirmation? What's that guy name? What is the guy name who comes in Lok Sabha when it is dissolute and make them oath and affirmation? No, pro tem speaker, yeah. So Lok Sabha, when it get Lok Sabha when it got like diluted. Then Lok Sabha can be your like when the new Lok Sabha forms, the one who make these people oath and affirmation is your pro protem speaker, and that's his sole job. TEAR. R is your relation. Uh, is it relation of seat according to your state, according to the Rajya Sabha? And in this, like there are a lot. There like Arunachal Pradesh, if I'm not wrong, then Mizoram, and yeah, some of these states have like only one seats. Then DARS. Fifth for S. S is your schedule, caste, and scheduled tribes and schedule area. This comes in here. Then sixth is your other schedule area. Other schedule area. In this other schedule area, there comes your Mizoram, Meghalaya. I think so. Make my trip to Assam without Manipur. So like, okay, they are Mizoram, Meghalaya, Tripura, Mizoram, Meghalaya, Tripura, Assam. Yeah, I think so. This much only. If two is something else, then no, it is nothing. TEARSOF. F is your uh, like federation. That's the correct word. FEDERATIO and federation. In this, there is division of power between uh, uh, your concurrent. No, is that what we call that? I think so. Concurrent state union. Yeah, concurrent list. So union would have like the main important power, like your like what do you call it? The airports, airports, like your war, like what is that thing called? Nuclear power, like uranium 237. I think so. And there is one 35 to protium. I think so. It might be mismatch, but it is 30 voodoo 37 and 235 something. The nuclear, then your like army and all that. Then state would have like state police, your like alcohol shop, your land related to the state other than the agriculture. I think so. Yeah. And yeah, that this is then the state. Then there is your concurrent have like your education, forest, the agriculture land. Yeah. Then there is your official language. So there are in total eight. How much is this? 22. There are total 22. And before the independent, like during the independence, there were only 14 languages. So after 14, what comes like 15, right? So 15th language was added by your 27th, if my memory is serving right, Constitution Amendment Act of 1971, I think so. Let's see if it is correct. 21st. Oh my god. 71 is the next amendment for that. Yeah. When I wrote it, I thought I got a click that it is wrong. So 15th is your 21st Constitution Amendment Act of 1967 67. Then after, in this year, what is that language? That language Sindhi, like Hindi. Not Hindi actually, but Sindhi. Then your 15th was this. Then there was your one more amendment, which was 71st Constitution Amendment Act of 1992. In this, there was your there was like your Manipuri, Nepali, and I always forgot this one. Manipuri, Nepali, and Konkani. And yeah, Konkani is like the constitutional the constitution book is also written in new, like it or not all language, but like some languages have been like deciphered to these languages as the constitution book. So Konkani is the new recent one, so this thing becomes important, I would say. Then there is your 92nd Constitution Amendment Act of your 2003 or 2. I think it is 3. Yes. There you have DBMS, Dobi, Dobi, Bodhi, Mathali, Sathali. After these, so DEARSOFOL, land reform. This is the first Constitution Amendment Act of your first. It is so 1951. So this is your abolition of like your what is that called, zamindari system. Yeah. Then 10th is your anti-deflation law. This is your 52nd Constitution Amendment Act of 1985, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, I'm right. Anti-deflation law. And this is in the one of two and something, some amendment. One of something. Then Panchayati Raj and municipality.
ले बच्चे टॉफी खुशी में टॉफा तूने अंडे की ट्रे में ढकाया
हाँ तो
बोल रहा अंडे की ट्रे में मानसून ने ढकाया होगा बोल रहा फूटे अंडे लेके आ का चार
मैंने कहाँ
नहीं
टिकाया
नहीं
है?
ढकाया होगा उनको इंसान ही है
19, what I'm writing. Yeah, this is right. Yeah. Okay, after this, what I have written? Yeah, this US stuff. Then after this, we have things that we have taken from different country. We are not like an nation who just created everything by our own. We are a nation who have taken every aspect of the constitution from other country, and we analyzed it for this like 2 years and something to make this constitution which would be fitting for the citizens. So some of this is taken from your 1935 of your what is that act, 1935? Yeah, Indian Act. Achha, it is Indian Act only. Okay. Indian Act 1935. This is taken from, nope. This is, yeah, this is ours. Uh, and but in this act, from this act, we have taken your judicial review. No, judicial review to is USA. Federal scheme, yeah. Federal scheme. Role of federal between state and center. Yeah, federal scheme. Office of the governor. Public service. Public service. Then your what do you call what is that? Emergency. Yeah, emergency. Emergency. Then after emergency, there is one thing that they call it. It is, yeah, judiciary. I not written judiciary? Judiciary and administrative details. Federal scheme, office of the governor, public service. So federal scheme is there, office of the governor, public service, judiciary. Then it is your judiciary. Then there is your emergency. Then there is your administrative detail. Judiciary mean High Court, Supreme Court, that right? Like the one which like maintain the law. Judiciary is there, then there is executive which executes the law, then there is your judiciary, executive, and there is, what is that called, legislature are the one who makes the law. Like parliament, like the parliament, the council of ministers, not council of minister but the parliament. They are the one to who execute, they are executives. Okay, what did I write? India, right? Then there is your Britain. First, from Britain, we took single citizenship. Single citizenship is in Article 9. Single citizenship, then two house system. Then this guy. Then the rule of law. Then two system, rule of law, single citizenship, CAC, uh, cabinet system, yeah. And legislative procedure I have not written. Legislature. Then your bicameralism and your writs. Writs as it in High Court and Supreme Court, as in Article 32, which is in fundamental right, and Article 226, which is in your union stuff. And there is your bicameralism, like we have two houses. So from Britain we have take. So first of all, in India's Act 1937, we have taken your federal scheme. I think so. What is that? Yeah, federal scheme, then office of the governor, then your federal scheme, office of the governor, then your federal scheme, office of the governor, then your public services, then your judiciary, then emergency, then administrative detail. Now in Britain we have single citizenship, rule of law, your two house system, then your that is also bicameralism, I think so. So yeah, I just wrote it in a simpler term. The other one is your parliamentary government, Westminster model, parliamentary government, parliamentary government, Westminster model. So Britain, it is your parliamentary government, Westminster model, rule of law, bicameralism, writs, single citizenship, CAG. Then after CAG, then there is your rule of law. Then there is a legislature, and yeah. Then after that, USA. From USA, you need to like separate them. First is this, second is this, third is this. First, here you will write your what's that called? First page of the Constitution, preamble here. Very, why is this so thick? Preamble and your fundamental rights. Second is your here everything is judiciary. So judiciary independency, sorry, independence, then judicial, sorry, judicial review, then everything is judiciary, so you would remove some also, right? So here it is, removal of judge of high court and supreme court. Then after that, you removed, then you also remove your president, so impeachment of president द्रौपदी मुर्मू हटाएंगे भाई ये. Then your seat of your vice president is here, I think so. Post of vice president, yeah. So this is USA. After USA, there is your Irish, or you could say Ireland. How do you spell Ireland? Yeah, yeah, Ireland, like this. This is Ireland. I was thinking of Ireland. So Ireland, we have taken your sorry, taken your removal of your vice president. 12 member nominated to your Rajya Sabha from the field of science, social science, art, and literature. Then Irish, Ireland, any will take DPSP. Then after Ireland, we have Canada. Federation with strong center, advisory jurisdiction of the Supreme Court, residuary power of the center, leftover power, okay. Appointment of the governor by center. Okay, so how I learned Canada was there are three C's at the end: center, center, center. In Canada, nada, father, father of your president is your parliament. So residuary power of parliament, residuary power of the parliament. After residuary power, there is your federation, federation with a strong center. Residuary power of the center. It is the advisory jurisdiction of the Supreme Court, of Court of Supreme Court to advise. Appointment of governor. So Canada is your advisory jurisdiction of Supreme Court. Then appointment of the governor by center. Then there is your federation with the strong center. Then there is your residuary power by the center. After these, you have Australia, Con-Alia, concurrent list, concurrent list, and your joint sitting. And joint sitting has been called three times, I think so. 1960 first time, 1977 second time, and something like something like 2002, 4 something. First was like banking or industrialization, something like that. Myanmar or Germany. Germany is your emergency provision in case of like fundamental right violation. Now there is Russia. 5 year duties or 5 year plans from 1951 till 56 as agriculture, then 56 till your 61 as your, I think so, so it was industrialization, I think so. Then there is 161 till 66. It was something. I have not read that much. Agriculture, industrialization, betterment of industrialization, I think so. I don't know. I don't remember that. And then 5 year plan. Let me just search it. What was the third year 5 year plan on? self-generating economy and all that. 5 year plan, 5 year duty, so fundamental duty. Then your French as leaf, liberty, छूट देना, equality, I think so, liberty, equality, fraternity, fraternity, brotherhood. That's what it means. Then there is your South Africa as amendment, and there is one more thing: election of member in Rajya Sabha, which is in your Article 74. Is that 75? Is that election in Rajya Sabha, right? That is for president. It was like before 79, I would say. Then Japan, yeah, procedure of establishment of rule. Now it is emergency as national emergency. Article 352. Then president rule. President rule is your Article 356 and Article 365. Then there is your financial emergency as your Article 360. Now, national emergency can be applied in three cases. First is your war. Second is your armed rebellion, which was replaced by your armed rebellion, which was replaced by internal disturbance. It was replaced in 44th Constitution Amendment Act of 1978. I think so. Yeah, 44th. Yeah, 42nd is 1976. Right? Yeah. War, armed rebellion, and external aggression. These are the cases in which national emergency is applied. Now, President rule in Article 356 is applied when state is not listening of the government, and 65 when state is not listening of the union. Yeah, so you have heard of like the you have heard of state legislative assembly, right? So if there is in the president rule, the president rule supposedly this is India, and it is happening in the Kerala side. This is an hypothetical example. So supposedly it is happening in Kerala, right? Now there's an state legislative assembly in Kerala. So in president rule, it is said that the proclamation of national emergency does not mean that the state legislative assembly would get dissolved, uh, but it does not mean that it would dissolve automatically, but it can happen if the president wants to. That's the whole thing. But the minister dissolution would be happening. History of council of ministers because the reason the state is under president rule is because of they are not the executives are not able to execute their duty. So yeah. So yeah, there is some boring stuff in this thing like national emergency is in Article 352. National emergency can be applied can be applied for the duration of 6 months. After 6 months, you have to repeat the whole processing of special voting within 1 year. Then this special voting is there, and for 1 year it is, and after like every 6 months you have to repeat it, and this can go for infinite period of time, as you have to protect the nation from war, external aggression, and the armed rebellion. Then there is like if in this like if there is the national emergency in you have the special voting in which there is Lok Sabha, House of People, and Rajya Sabha, Council of Ministers, sorry, Rajya Sabha. In this the House of Minister and the Rajya Sabha, there is, so like if there is no Lok Sabha there, then this national emergency can go, but after your 30 days or something, how many days is that? It is 30 days, yeah. 30 days the Lok Sabha has to come and vote on this thing, and also in special voting. And like in this national emergency, the Lok Sabha can get extended for 1 year, and according to Amendment 42nd Amendment of 1976, and like after 6 months they have to end it, which is in Amendment 44th Constitutional Amendment Act of 1978. That's the whole thing. Then there is a president rule. President rule is so yeah. One more thing in this whole national emergency, Article 19, 20, and 21, especially 2021, does not get removed. Article 19 is also I have written here because in according to Article 358, this Article 19 get automatically suspended. So, like, I have heard, I don't know if this is true or not, while I was studying polity, that Article 358 is it is written there that Article 19 would get automatically suspended because it get automatically suspended before a national emergency, and the Article 20 and 21 does not get suspended because of Article 359. Is that true?
Yeah, that's actually pretty accurate. Under the Indian Constitution, during a national emergency declared under Article 352, the fundamental rights guaranteed by Article 19 are indeed automatically suspended. However, Articles 20 and 21, which deal with protection in respect of conviction for offenses and protection of life and personal liberty, respectively, are not automatically suspended. So they can only be suspended through a separate presidential order. Article 359 basically deals with the suspension of the enforcement of these rights during a national emergency, and that's where the distinction comes in.
Okay. So yeah. After this, yeah. So I told you that. I told you that. Infinite period of time. I also told you that. It is not year. That.
इसमें मैं भी दिखूंगा। वहां पे दिख रहे हैं वहां पे। बंद कर इसको। क्यों दिख रहे हो मैं?
क्यों करूँगा बंद?
ए मैं
ये देख ना देखो।
तो रिकॉर्ड तो रहेगा ना उसका।
मत आ जरा।
है यार ये। आया भाई पे सीधा
खुल गया।
सिविल सर्विसेज का। हाँ खुद हो गया आपको। फिर ये निकाल लो।
Okay. So after this, there. What I was talking about? Yeah. I just read it here. The fundamentals of the in president rule, no fundamental right get violated, not but removed, and your 2 month period of time with simple voting. And what else? Simple voting, 2 month period of time, and this can be done only for 3 years, and 6 month of repetition period is also there. Financial emergency can be done for infinite period of time and 6 month repetition period same. No fundamental right get violated or removed. What else? Simple voting and 2 month. Yeah, simple. Then after this, we have your fundamental duty. Fundamental duty, as of it is part of Part 4A of 42nd Constitutional Amendment Act of 1976, and this is in Article 51 of Part A. As of Article 36 till 51 were under DPSP. We will talk about them later on. So 51A is the article for this, and some important committees in fundamental duties are Sardar Sovereign Singh Committee and your Verma Committee and fundamental duty, and there are total 11 fundamental duty, but prior to your prior to your. I was remembering the 11th Fundamental Duty Article Amendment. What amendment is that thing in 86 of something? 86 of 2002? I think so. Yeah, 6 of 12. I remember it like that. Yeah, so there are in during the independence there were 10. Now there are 11. So first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th, and 11th. First fundamental duty is your like respect of the nation. What is that thing called? Constitution only? It is just called constitution, I guess. Like the first fundamental duty is to abide by constitution, law, and don't damage the public property. Public is government. The government property, they are basically saying this is a duty, and respect your national flag and a national anthem. These two are civic duty. If you do not respect them, you would be behind the bars. But if you are a citizen only, if you are not a citizen, then you would not be taken in charges of this particular fundamental duty. Then two is your constitutional maker. To follow the ideology of the constitution maker, this is your choice. This is a civic. This is your moral duty. Then third is your, yeah, third is your sui sovereignty, unity, integrity. Sovereignty mean to make sovereign. We are sovereign. SIR, sovereign, independent, and republic. Sovereign mean own decisions, and this is why there was your what is that case called? What is that case? There was a case in which like the Pakistan side was saying like you are not sovereign, and this because you have written sovereign in your preamble, which is not a part of the constitution. Then that was taken in the part was taken inside of the constitution. The part from which I'm referring to is the preamble, and it was in Keshwan and the Bharti case, 1973. That was what I was talking about. Sovereign. Okay. Fourth is your army service. Army service is like in the crisis of war, you can be called upon so to do your duty in the army. As like every nation, like not every, but like how like South Korea, Taiwan, like these nation do for their like children's who are like newly you would say like they are like 2021, they just force them to go into armed service. uh, then fifth is your harmony, brotherhood, and like women respect of like their respect of women, and do not like doing like what is that word, women like dignity respect. Then sixth is your integrity, like ekarta, like every color or every language, which like India have like hundreds of different language, but we are unit. We are do not get that easily like get to disattach towards other, like we are a one nation. Then seventh is your protection of flora and fauna. From flora and fauna, I mean like lake, river, animals, and all that. Then after this, there is your scientific temperament or rationality. Then here it is your public property and abjure violence. Then I always forget 10th. It is individual reform of the country, collectivity, national, constitutionally rise high. That is all here. 11th is your special, which is added in your 86th Constitutional Amendment Act of your 2002. You could remember as 6 plus 6 is 12, so it is here. It's 2002. And this is your children's between 6 till 14 age to study. This is a duty. You have to make your children study of a particular citizen. This is a duty. Then, like on this, like fundamental duty stuff, the Sardar Soren Singh committee, they like made some extra three that I remembering. Like these were rejected. What the heck happened? These got rejected, and these were like tax paying. This is a now a financial duty, not a civic duty. Tax paying, then like this is like double layering on like putting the fundamental duty, challenging them in the court, that is forbidden now. And on basis of fundamental duty, like first is you can't put case on fundamental duty. Next is you can't be put in on like the case on the fundamental duty. But if the duty is like civic duty, like on like respecting your national anthem and respecting your flag, then you could be, because like that's a civic duty. There's a difference between civic and moral duty. Moral is like moral etiquette. Damn. Then there is your Article 32. Article 32 is your uh, Supreme Court writ jurisdiction. This is Article 32. Okay. Now read jurisdiction of the Supreme Court. So Article 32 is like sine qua non. This is a Latin term. This means absolutely rigid or essential or like non-removable in terms of like what it provides in the constitution, that type of a non-removal, and it is actually non-removal too. Like this is also written in article 32 that you can't remove article 32 because this is the soul of the constitution. Without this the constitution would be nullity. So if they ask you a question like what article, no, not what article, without which article our constitution is null. How do you spell nullity? Nullity. Nullity. So they would have given you like options like uh, article supposedly if they have given you like 12, then article supposedly they have given you article like 3 or article like 368 or article like your 32, then you would go with article 32. And article 32 have four what do you call that, parts. First is appropriate spacing. Yeah, article 32 first part is right to move to Supreme Court in case of any fundamental right violated. Then second is your writ jurisdiction. There are like 5 writs here. Your mandamus, Q warranto, mandamus, habeas corpus, prohibition, certiorari, then cure. What is this? Cure warranto. So habeas corpus is the to have a body of. So supposedly here you take an example of one guy and other guy. This guy kidnapped him, and we would first of all identify if this kidnapping is on like any illegal purposes. Then if this is that, supposedly somebody have done it on joke purpose, then it would be not there. So like if somebody have done it on illegal purpose, then this person can issue writ against this person and he would be under the charges of the writs. Now these writs can be issued against that a public authority and private authority both, because like anybody can do it. Then these cannot be issued when there is like defamation of the or like the of the court. If you're doing defamation like badnami or any bad words in front of the judge will give you a punishment according to not rate but according to whatever on whatever is in his arsenal on to do against that stuff. uh, Then, yeah, proceeding on contempt of the legislature. Yeah. So anything related to this theme matter is only in the basically the habeas corpus. Then mandamus is your mandamus is your ability of we command to perform your duty, and this can be only done on public officer or like any public government body or any private body who is working on the quota of like your public, what you know what I'm trying to say, public body. So now prohibition is when your Supreme Court says no to High Court on like writ jurisdiction. Certiorari is when High Court has already released the writ, but the Supreme Court quashes this writ of the Supreme Court. That is certiorari, and these prohibition. This is to forbid, to mana karna, and certiorari is to inform karna. So mana karna, prohibit karna is prohibition, and certiorari is to quash, to mana karna is certiorari, and q warranto is by what authority have, like when a public officer is trying to arrest you or come towards your door and he is knocking on your door, you don't you usually say, show me your arrest warrant, officer. So that is, you are asking is him, by what authority are you arresting me? Yeah. And the third one is parliament can empower. Yeah, third part of the article 32 is parliament can empower other court to issue writ, but when parliament empower this, they can't go above the power of Supreme Court. Then fourth is your the right to move to Supreme Court. Yeah, what I told you, Supreme Court right to move to Supreme Court, which is the part one, is written in part four, that part one would not get suspended. In part four, it is written. Now there is a making of the constitution here. going to do that. And I can even take that. What? I forgot about protecting it. I guess this. Okay. Ah, shit. I have to do something here. Okay. Again, a dumb mistake. Bro, I should have not taken it. What? What? Why can't they see anything here? Okay, now they can see. Can I do it like some? I can do it like this only.